So I'm going to take this. Y'all come on back in. Sorry I had to end my live, but my phone was messed up. One of them is foggy, and I do not know why. See if I can get y'all in here. Okay, y'all come on in if you can. If not, I'm just going to have to cook my food and get on out of here. I have to cook something else for y'all another day. Y'all come on in. Come on, we're going to get this right. And y'all know the devil mad. Y'all know he mad. Hold on, I'm hooking y'all in. Get this out the way. We're getting ready to make this gravy. I'm going to get y'all right over here. Come on in. I guess because I got to go to the doctor, I don't have time to really play with this that much today. I got to go to an appointment. Turn my beans down. I need to put a lid on them. So listen, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Sometimes I guess it ain't good to try to do stuff when you got somewhere to go. So what I've done is, move this off the eye. Take them beans off. So I opened up 2 packs of gravy and I added 2 cups of water. Okay, now I'm going to add some cream of celery. Okay, I haven't taken all that goodness off yet of the roast, but we're going to. Come on in, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know how it is when you got appointments to keep. I got appointments to keep today. So that's a can of cream of celery. I'm adding it into this gravy. I'm just building up flavor, okay? That is exactly what I'm doing. Got to make sure this gets nice and smooth. And don't forget, I still got all that goodness off the roast. And of course, you know, I've got to add a little more liquid. Cause ain't nothing like having that gravy right on that roast when you put that carrots on there. And sometimes I do make a full thing of gravy. Like I'll just take my stuff and make gravy. But today I'm doing it this way. And I'm trying to get the people from Mama's Comfort Cooking to start coming over. I think they're caught up with the name more than me being the cook that's doing the cooking for them. So, thank y'all that did come over. And for those that just can't, they're going to have to be stuck over there. God to send more people. I got to go. Okay, I'm pulling this center cut up. I'm taking the short ribs out. I'm going to put it back in after I get all this goodness out of here. Can y'all see pretty good? Y'all see? I'm going to set you up a little higher. Hold on. I wouldn't be in a hurry if I didn't have something to do. Come on in. They finding me. There you go. Much better. So, I am actually in a rush mode. But I don't want dinner to be late. So, I had to start it before I left. Else we'll be late eating dinner. We don't eat dinner late here. Let me get this all the way in there. Now I'm going to add this goodness that was underneath the roast in here. And then I'm going to whisk. I got the oven on 350. You can use anything you want to make your gravy. You can use golden mushroom soup, whatever you want. Okay, so we're going to get that in there. Add a little water. You're going to need that water to loosen it up because it's going to cook a while. Now we're going to put that roast back in here. That we took it out of. And the short ribs. I cooked the roast with celery, and onions, and all that good stuff. Slide this over here. Here I come, y'all. I'm draining this water off the potatoes that I've already peeled. Now let's work on this roast and be done with it. Here we go. Come on. I'm going to move y'all over so y'all can see everything I'm doing a little closer. I just want you to be a little closer in. Come on in if y'all don't mind. Y'all, I am having a time today. Hallelujah. Y'all better say a prayer for me. Trying to maneuver today and get things right and going over to Mama's Comfort Cooking and all that. And they don't want to come over here. So listen, I'm going to add some carrots, okay? We're going to add us some carrots in here. Just one, because my people are not crazy over carrots. I like them, and I think they're pretty. It makes everything look good. But you asking me, do they like to eat them? No. So, I only use them 1 can. Is that all right? Now, I'm using short ribs, and I'm using a center cut. I like a center cut roast because it is more tender. Now, I'm going to add some potatoes. These potatoes do not come seasoned. So, don't just put your potatoes on your roast. No. We're going to season these potatoes. That's why I put them on top. I won't over season the roast because I'm covering the potatoes up on top. And I'm only going to focus on seasoning the potatoes. So what we're going to start off with is some salt and pepper. Y'all know you got to have salt and pepper on those potatoes. Put as much as you like. Because in the end, it's going to be kind of like a beef stew. I can serve it over rice. I'm putting some salt on these potatoes now. I'm only doing the potatoes. Only the potatoes. Okay? Hold on, I'm going to add some more seasoning. I'm looking at my spice jar. Okay, I'm going to add a little more seasoning. Combination of just a little garlic and onion powder. Stuff like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take the sauce that I've made and I'm going to pour it over it. Let me get my cornbread in the oven. I'm going to pour this sauce over here. And if you feel like it's not enough sauce for you on your cook, then you add more sauce. But that's enough for us because I got pinto beans too. Okay. Put some foil on here. Okay, and we're going to wrap this up. We're going to put this one in the oven. Now we're going to talk about this quick way to remind you how to measure for your cornbread. Got the pinto beans. Got the oven. Sliding it in the middle rack. We're going to the next step. Hold on, y'all. I'll show you the pinto beans. How you get your gravy thick is how you cook them. Okay. Let me show you these pinto beans. And then I'm going to make the cornbread. I'm moving kind of fast. I know. I already know. I love y'all. I'm moving a little fast. I got to go for my refills on my medication and stuff. So, these are going to simmer. So I can get this bean juice just a little bit more thicker. Not too much more. And yes, I got fat back in here because, y'all, I like fat back. I can just cut this fat back up with my pinto beans and coleslaw, and I can eat that. That's just how I grew up. Everything is fine. I'm just going for medicine refill. I'm fine, y'all. I just, you know, when you have stuff to do, you can get behind quick. I'm human. So y'all know how it is when you got a doctor's appointment. That time go fast. Like Avery, I got to get her off the bus. I'm going to give her Lunchable because dinner won't be ready. But I'm going to have the majority of the dinner ready. The coleslaw going to be easier to make later on. But I wanted to make sure that I had the pinto beans done. The roast. Avery will eat some pinto beans. She'll eat the roast over some rice. But you can forget it. She don't eat coleslaw. So let me tell y'all a trick. So if you are not sure about your measurements when you starting off cooking, get a bowl and use that bowl for that certain skillet every time you make your cornbread. That's how my mama taught me, and it works. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to use a 10-inch pan today because I don't know. Kelby just got home from Mexico. I don't know if she's coming for dinner. So I'm going to use a 10-inch. That's thick enough? No, it's just simmering, Catherine. It's just simmering. I'll show you. That's what I'm saying. I'm just letting it simmer. I'm not adding any more water. I'm just letting it simmer. Okay? And I got a good consistency of bean and juice. You know, it's not runny or anything. It's good gravy. I don't put no flour. I don't put no thickening. You just got to take your time and cook those pinto beans right. Fatback. This is fatback. From the UK, she asked what was fatback. This is fatback. The fat off of the back of a pig. And it's good. You can fry it. You can use it to season your collard greens, your pinto beans. And when I grew up, you ate the beans out of the pinto beans and you ate it with your cornbread. So we getting ready to make some cornbread. You use that same, you right. Who said that? Yes, ma'am. You right too. Miss Janice Mitchell. Look at you with my last name. Miss Janice Rankins Mitchell. That's a secret that people don't seem to understand. So let me get out the bowl I'm going to use. And I'm going to show y'all how the measurements are going to be right. So I'm going to use this 10-inch skillet. A little bit smaller. Well, I have a certain bowl when I do 10-inch. And I don't have to measure my stuff out. It comes out just fine. I'm going to show it to you. I have 2 bowls that I use when I work on the 10-inch cornbread. If I can get them apart. Okay. That's the bowl I use. I will put the cornmeal in here, the buttermilk, the sugar, stir it up. It's going to be just enough for that pan. Just enough. Living enough for the city. So, let me sit you up high so you can see me make this cornbread, okay? I'm going to go get some cornmeal. Anybody got any questions? I don't want to go too fast, but I'm trying to just get stuff going. It's hard to find fatback since I moved to Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee don't have fatback? Wow. Yeah, the beans are on point. I'm going to make coleslaw. And y'all know I clean up as I go. So I'm walking good. I've got my leg on today because I'm going to the doctor and I'm just not comfortable. But when I get home, I'm taking it off. I didn't wear it to church yesterday either. So let me go put the cornmeal in here. And then I'm going to go, I got my buttermilk. I use whole buttermilk. And I put sugar in my cornbread. Now I don't make it taste like no cake. But I do put sugar in my cornbread. Please sprinkle the page. Thank you, Jean P. Conley Sanders. I'll be right back. Don't look at my dishes in the sink because I'm going to wash them. Ah, to be loved. And be loved in return is the only thing my heart desires. I appreciate the little things you do. Oh, you're the one that's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher. So good, loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. It's so good, good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. Ah, we gon' be, oh, da-da-da, a world of love, a life of joy. Make each other's goals our happiness. I'm gonna do for you anything that I can. Oh, every day I'm gonna do a little more. Do a little more, just a little bit more. So good, loving somebody when somebody loves you back. That's a fact. So good, good. Needing somebody when somebody needs you back. Y'all gonna find out a secret about me one day. Let me get better. I'm gonna dance for y'all. I can dance. I really could. I was a good dancer. So let's make this cornbread, shall we? We gonna do it. I'm finna turn it down and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about if you use the same bowl. Okay? So I'm gonna slide this over to that side. I'm gonna bring the cast iron skillet. I'm gonna turn y'all good people down. Amen. All right, y'all see me? I can see clearly now that I use the same bowl. And I add a little milk. A little water. My mama always told me to use a little water in your cornbread. 1 egg. I only use 1 egg. One egg. What? One egg. I wish I could do the heel toe. I could do the heel toe. Can't do it with this foot. All right. Who can't? Yes, I can. I ain't got to show you. I show you. I ain't got to keep saying. So here we go. Come on. This is your skillet. This one is 10 inches. I always use the same bowl for 10 inches. Okay? I always add grease in my skillet and get it warming up. So let's do that. It gives you the crunch, but we add it anyway. Why call the same bowl? Because if you don't really know your measurements, and every time you make cornbread it's too thick, if you use the same bowl, the bowl is really measuring for you. It's saying if I use this particular bowl, I'm going to get 10 to 12 inch cornbread. Very easy. Very easy. I know this. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. I can have it thin or thick. I can pour as much as I want to or at least as I want to. I have sugar in here. That's why you use the same bowl. You don't have to. I'm just showing you a trick. You came over to thank you, Carleen. I don't know how to say it. So what we're going to do is scoot you back just a little bit more. Because y'all need to really see. Your measurement, sometimes your bowl will help you measure better. So I use the same bowl. If you use the same bowl, whether you know if you use 3 cups or 2 cups, it's going to produce it for that skillet. Okay? I really normally cook in like and I'm going to show you the texture that my cornbread is. But I normally cook in my 12 when the kids are here. Or cousin, sister, friend. And she might come over today. I might should have switched it to the 12 inch. Let me do that. Because cousin, sister, friend said she was coming to eat today. But if you use the same bowl, it ain't gonna be that big of a difference between the 10 and the 12. It's not that big of a difference. I'm gonna use the 12 just to, cause cousin, sister, friend. I'm not gonna get rid of this grease. Okay? This is gonna season my skillet. So I'm just gonna get me a paper towel and blot out some. But honey, you don't get rid of your grease. You just take it. You just rub it all in your skillet. I rubs it on the outside of mine too. See? And it's going back in the drawer. You give it a little water. My mom always told me to add a little water in the cornbread, and I do. I don't know what it represents, but it works. So, y'all done enough? Y'all with me? Hold on, let me get you. I always mess up. Let me get you turned down. Do you make... I don't know what Yorkville pudding is. Let me turn y'all down. Hold on. Because I want you to be all the way in here. This is just me using... I didn't measure anything. I'm using the same bowl. The bowl will be your measurements. Yeah, y'all in there real good. Y'all like good. So I got grease going on the skillet. Put a little cornmeal in here. I'm just going to store. I haven't even added the egg yet. I just added a little buttermilk and water. Okay? I got sugar in here. And I use Aunt Jemima cornmeal. It's called Pearlings now. Pearling Mills. So they had to change the name because all that content, you know, defaming a person, giving them a character like that. So we're gonna win these battles a little at a time. Just like you can't find Uncle Ben's rice. Gotta kill it. I'm gonna be quiet on that. But this is the best cornmeal to me. It's the best. Okay, I'm just getting it, taking my time in this bowl, getting it stirred up like I want it before I add the egg. You might say, get a bigger bowl. No, I'm trying to show you if you use the bowl, it'll help you with your measurements if you know the size of your skillet. So I'm just taking my time and showing you. Okay. Oven is on 350. The roast is already in there and the cornbread gonna go in there. And then I'm going to get it, start whisking it in real good. And I'm going to show you the texture it should be. Okay, hold on. Because you don't want it gummy and you don't want it too thick. So we're going to whisk it from the bottom to the top to the bottom. All right? That's what we're going to do. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Beating all the knots out. I haven't even added the egg yet. I don't put 2, 3 eggs. I don't like eggy cornbread. I use 1 egg. This is cornmeal. You don't even have to use an egg. It's going to bind itself. So I ain't finna put no bunch of eggs. That's what people do with their sweet potato pies. I taste some sweet potato pies. They so eggy. I'm like, who want this mess? I don't say nothing. I'm going to take all them many eggs. I use 5 eggs. I use 10 eggs. Lord have mercy. That's eggalicious. Think about it. Sweet potato already is a binder. It's a potato. It's a starch. It's a good starch. 1 egg. Why in the world would you put that many eggs in something that's already going to keep itself? But I guess it's just how you, when you get taught, but you can learn better. How we doing? Please sprinkle my page if y'all don't mind. I appreciate it. Eventually they're going to not be scared to come over here Okay, y'all see what I'm doing? Now, here's the second step you need to understand about cornbread. Cornbread has to have oil in it. If anybody tell you they don't put no oil in their cornbread, they ain't going to be able to warm it up the next day. That stuff going to crumble. It's going to be dry. Okay? So this grease that I'm warming up, I'm adding some grease in here. Plain and simple. Just going to pour it right in there. And I'm going to leave some in the skillet. I'm going to take my time. And I'm going to whisk it real good. I'm just going to take my time. Okay? That's what you got to do. Got a little spill. And I'm going to fold it in here. And you know what I need? Y'all going to have to bear with me. Need that spoon. I'm going to fold it in here. Just like that. And eventually I'm going to be able to stir it. Just like that. And then you won't see it in just a minute. It's going to be dissolved into the cornbread. And that's what's going to make it moist and delicious. Turn that skillet off. It's going to make it moist and delicious. Okay? Now, teaching Avery, when I start working with her this year on cornbread, I won't let her pour hot grease. She can use cold grease. You can use cold grease and leave the hot grease for when you pour it in the skillet. Okay? So we're going to make sure we got that completely. Look at that. Look at the texture. We want it completely in there. Look at that. Okay? You don't want it so thick that it won't even slide off the spoon. And I could have taken this and used a little less in the bowl. But this is the bowl that I know that it's going to turn out right. I just know it is. I know I'm going to have enough. I'm going to put a little more oil in my skillet because I like that good crunch. The skillet's turned off. It's just riding the heat. Grease do expand. Absolutely. Okay. So we've worked that in there. We're ready to pour this cornbread into this skillet. We're not going to burn it. The skillet is hot enough to do what we need it to do. Okay. One more stir for y'all. Stirring from the inside up. Okay, y'all with me? Look at that. You don't see the grease no more. Okay? Because it's worked into the cornbread. All right, let's pour it. There go your crunch around the edge. Let me show you. Show you better than I can show enough to you. That sizzle formed that little ridge. That's going to be your crunch around the edge. Did I add? No, I don't add salt to my cornbread. No, absolutely not. Now, if you do, that's on you, but I don't know why cornbread would need salt. I've never heard of that. Maybe you can explain it to me. So 12-inch is about the largest we should use. No, it's for the certain skillet that you use. Okay? You're going to find a bowl to fit your skillets. I got skillets that's 12 inches, 11, 10, and I've got baby cast iron skillets so you can make an individual pan. So I have a skillet for that too. Okay? So this is ready to go in the oven. It's bubbling. You got that crunch forming. You see that? That's already getting hard. That's your crunch. And it's going to be around your edge, okay? And you didn't want to pour it to where it just bubbles over. Is that all right? You leave some room for it to expand. It's expanding right now. You can see the bubbles in it. It's expanding, okay? Thank you. Yes, follow me on Bible study. We got Bible study this Tuesday and Wednesday. I know Tuesday we're going to still be dealing with jealousy in relationships. Now, we dealt with it with authority in the church and stuff. Now we're going to deal with it in our personal relationships. So let's get this in the oven. And the oven is on 350. You can turn it up to 375. And that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to reset my temp to cook it a little faster. I'm going to boost it to 375. Okay. The pinto beans. Now what's left now is to make the coleslaw. Okay. Your juice is just right now. You see that bean juice? Move that beautiful bean footage. That's your juice. Okay. Yes, it's self-rising cornmeal. Y'all got any questions for me? Okay. What is that, love? Okay. Let's keep moving. How much cornmeal? I'm not telling you how much cornmeal I use. That's why you need to get a certain bowl and learn how to use that bowl to make the size cornbread. You're not going to make the same size cornbread. Your skillet might be 10 inches. It might be an 8-inch skillet. You got to find a bowl that you know when you make your cornbread for that skillet, it's going to work. No, I don't put no flour in my cornbread. And if you do, you keep doing you. But my mama didn't raise me. I don't understand why you need flour and cornbread when it's already cornmeal. It's already going to have its own binder. But I'm not judging you. I'm not judging. You know, and some of y'all, I can tell y'all really are not cooks because y'all need like measurements for everything and times. But when you start cooking, you won't need all that because you're going to learn the consistency of what you want your food to be. I can't read that. Hold on. What'd she say? Self-rising cornmeal. She said cornbread. I was asking what that was. I didn't say corny cornbread. I didn't. Now, you might have read somebody's comment. See what I'm saying, Alberta Morgan? You don't have to measure. No, I don't put you don't need flour in cornmeal. Now, if that's the way your parent taught you, I understand why you do it. But cornmeal don't need any thickener in it. Because it is already a basis that is thickening itself. You know, when you go to Mexican restaurants, you have corn tortillas and everything. You don't have to have any flour. Well, some people are not cooks. And I respect that. You know, don't get me twisted. But they trying to learn. So I'm trying to show them a shortcut. Yes, Asia, you can have a plate, baby. I'm just trying to show them that if they get the right bowl, then you won't need measurements. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong if you do it. Ain't nothing wrong if you use cornmeal, Carlita. Ain't nothing wrong. I mean flour. I don't. Why talk about people the way nasty? I'm not talking to them any kind of way. Let me go ahead and remove you. Because what you're not going to do, I don't care if you just got over here. We love over here. We love. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Danielle, go ahead and remove that comment. Remove Deborah Foreman from my post. Block her. Because at the end of the day, I talk the way I talk. You can't change my dialect. Everybody that really, really follow me know that I'll give you anything before I hurt you. So I'm going to do it because she may not have found you fast enough. But I found you and I'm going to get you out of here. Because I don't need you over here. I just simply don't. I don't like foolishness. Thank you, Danielle. Remove her. Because, see, people like that are coming to your page to try to start trouble with us. Yeah, I'm just giving an example. And I say that all the time. Don't change the way you cook for nobody. That's a grown woman. And she want to come over here and start trouble. She can stay over there on Mama's Comfort Cooking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She talking about people, I'm being rude. How is that rude? If you tell somebody, if you use flour, keep using it. That's not rude. Because you can't tell nobody if that's the way their mama raised them. You can't change nobody's stuff. I'm just trying to show a shortcut because so many times people that starting cooking, they need measurements. And I'm trying to tell them, if you get the same bowl, you make your cornbread in that same bowl, then you won't need to worry about measuring. I don't use plain. I use self-rising. That's why if you buy self-rising, you don't have to add all that kind of stuff. You don't have to add no baking soda. You don't have to add no salt. Yeah, I know Nehemiah Neo. She was being messy, but she gone now. She can go talk to somebody else that cook. I don't even know her. A specific bowl will help you. I promise you. Y'all saw how I didn't measure anything. Somebody said, what? I didn't. That was the whole purpose, to show y'all if you get a certain bowl and you add it in there, you know what? I think that's why God is making me start this new page, because those people over there on Mama's Comfort Cooking, they messy. And I tell Danielle, block them and let them keep going. I got the temperature up a little bit on 375. I know they don't, Barbara Arrowwood, they don't appreciate nothing nobody do. It was just something to, yeah, you're right, Joyce Anderson Journey. She gone, and I'm glad. Lynn, you are a moderator too. So when you see negativity, just go ahead and block it, because they're not going to really get better. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Miss Janice Thomas. I promise you, if your mama taught you to put flour in your cornbread, I don't. I don't put it in mine. I don't put flour in my pinto beans. I know some people that do. I'm working on my cookbook now. Hey, Tracy Long from Tupelo, Mississippi. I know Renee Robinson. Thank you. It do smell good in here. Well, y'all know how it go. We have a good time over here. I have had so much peace on this new page. And some people just come and they want to wreak havoc, but I'm not going to let them. Well, everybody kept asking for me to do a cookbook. But I was just trying to help people that really use measurements a lot. No, I don't put flour in my pinto beans at all. I know some people do thickener, but look, I cooked them and I simmered them. When you cook them and simmer them, look at that. Look at that gravy. It's not runny. This is what pinto bean gravy is supposed to look like. And see, I put fat back in mine because when I grew up, we ate this fat back with our beans. And I still like it that way. You can take some fat back out, but you need to cook it with some. If you really want that bean, look at that. Look at that gravy. Please sprinkle. Sprinkle means to share, if y'all don't mind sprinkling my page. Well, see, if you put mayonnaise in your cornbread, it's because they use that in substitute sometimes for eggs. Because mayonnaise has eggs in it. That's all. I just don't like pasty, gummy cornbread. To each his own. Some people love Jiffy. It used to be called Aunt Jemima cornmeal. It's called Pearline Meals now. It's doing good. See? That's how you cook pintos. And I'm telling y'all the truth. If y'all ever... I hadn't ate today. Hold on. Hold on. Let me taste these pinto beans. If y'all ever put y'all pinto beans and y'all put that fat back in it and you eat it with some corn, it's so good. Yeah, I make crackling cornbread. I'm going to eat me a little bit, I think. Pants want to fall off my booty. Let me get a bowl. Is the bowl over there? Honey, let me turn this down. I'm gonna let y'all see this. Hold on. Look. See, I grew up eating it like this. Have that fat back in there. You get that piece of fat back. And you work that up in your beans. And you come up with that amazing bite. Bless it in Jesus' name. Honey. Them some good beans. Them some good beans. Look at them. And I don't know, it's that fat back. You get that hunk of fat back. It's good. It's got that fat back in it. See how good thick that gravy is? Look at that gravy. You cook them. The gravy gets in the beans because you cook them. And as you cook them, when you get enough water, you turn them down and you simmer them. And it causes the bean juice to get thick. No, I didn't use any broth. I used water. Now, if I was going to make some Cajun beans or something, I might have used some broth. But I didn't. Honey, what you talking about? Some red Kool-Aid? You call it cherry. We call it red. I can add, if I wanted to, I could have added some Cajun seasoning here. I could have cut up some Polish sausage. But when I have leftover pinto beans, I make chili. Honey, it's good. Hold on, let me get this little old lady. Y'all got to teach y'all mamas respect. I don't care how old you is. I'm just not going to put up with it. You too old to act like that, Etna. Carter, bye. Block her. Block Etna, please. Get her off my page, Danielle. She too old. She old as my mama. I can look at her profile. And she want to come on here. Let her go watch somebody. Yeah. Oh, I eat onions with my pinto beans when I make this coleslaw. But I got a doctor's appointment. That's the only reason why I'm not trying to do step 2. I'm going to take the roast. I'm going to show y'all the cornbread. I use Hamby beans. They have a ham packet in it. Thank you, Lynn. These people get their grandmamas and mamas Facebooks and they just let them go crazy. So I use sweet relish. I use onions. I use celery seeds. I use mayonnaise. And I use ranch in my coleslaw. But what I do is I process all the wonderful seasonings into my food processor. I'll come back when I come from the doctor and make it. I have a fabulous recipe. 4-bean chili recipe. Pinto beans, white beans, black beans, and kidney beans. And I have a video with it. You know, when I go to Mama's Comfort Cooking and I invite those people over here, that's what I had to deal with over there. And I see they haven't been over here. So when they come over here, they don't come with no manners. You can be raised right. And you can say what you want to. You can't even blame that on your mama. You just choose to be ugly. Your mama can be sweet. And here you are, old as your mama now. And you still being messy. And you want to know why your daughter-in-laws don't like you. I tell you why. The very thing you just did to me. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm going to get ready to go because I'm going to let y'all see the cornbread. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all can't re-raise nobody. And you didn't have me. And like y'all on here, I didn't have y'all. And when y'all sons marry a woman, y'all need to quit trying to re-raise them. They got their own mama. You're a mother-in-law. You're connected to them now. But not for you to change them. Stay out your kids' business. Not for you to sit around there telling your son, well, she need to do this. She ought to do that. Well, you got up and fixed his breakfast. She ain't got to do that. He shouldn't have been having you do it. Y'all not gonna. I feel so good in my body. And I know I can walk without this brace. If it wasn't for the fact that I have to just be careful because my husband ain't with me. Honey, I would be telling y'all something today. Y'all hear what I'm saying? People like that, I promise you, she don't have a good relationship with her daughter-in-law. Oh, he need to iron your clothes. And he up there telling her everything. Do she fix your breakfast, Willie? No. But I fix your breakfast every morning. And why she didn't do this? And your kids, no, he left. You leave, you cleave, and you weave. That's what marriage is. First you leave your mother and father, then you cleave. That means y'all come together to make this happen. And then you weave, you start thinking alike. Honey, you know what your husband like and don't. You know what to pick up for dinner without calling him. You can go home right now and say, yes, I like to place an order to pick up. Yes, I like some sesame chicken. Light on the seeds. Yes, because you know him now. You weaving. Then he'll turn around and say, baby, you know, yeah, I already sent that off. I've already paid that bill. Oh, okay. I just got it out the mail. You right, Peggy Ross. Cut that apron string. But a lot of them, because you can tell when they come over here, they rude and disrespectful. They might be 70-something years old or 80, but they 80 and messy. And they think they can say anything to people because they do their own. They meddlers. They do their own. And they probably driving the pastor crazy at church. Them the type think they even run the church. I've been here. I'm the oldest member here. Don't nobody care. You ain't going to be the only oldest. You might be the oldest now, but you ain't going to live forever. God's work going to keep going. You leave, you cleave, and you weave. Yeah, you missed the cook. You have to go and sprinkle it on your page. I've been with my husband 35 years. And you still going to be trying to... you ain't finna tell me nothing. And if he listen to you, I'm going to get him later. I'm waiting for the cornbread. I got roast with potatoes and carrots. We made a gravy for that. Hey, McConey Clayton. I've got pinto beans. The cornbread. When I come back, I'm going to make slaw. And if my husband wants some rice, see, he came in just enough time for me to get Avery off the bus. Crystal Wright, some people just messy. People think because folks get old, they nice. No. If you was mean and you didn't let God touch you, you a mean old lady now. This cornbread finna come out. Y'all just have to be patient. I'm cooking live. Okay? Hey. Finishing it so we don't eat late. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm on high five right now. I'm gonna get you.
For what?
Just tell him I'm live. I'm gonna get you.
My husband said he gonna get me. So I can
She
smell
in trouble,
it.
y'all.
I can smell it.
How everybody doing? But she's in trouble.
Yeah, they can be mean old ladies.
Let's see my cleaning stuff.
Yeah, don't comment on them, Lynn. Just delete them. Don't comment or block them. Because they'll say you bullying. I don't need you to comment. That's why I tell y'all, you can write warning if you feel like they need a warning. But don't go back and forth with them. They say, hey, Pastor Eddie.
Tell him I said, good afternoon, hello.
That's what he say, Jacqueline, while I'm in trouble.
Yeah, she's in trouble.
I woke up this morning. I guess they got me in trouble. I ain't done nothing. Sure is. I ain't in no trouble, Miss Joanne. Okay. Y'all, I want you to see the cornbread as it come out. Yeah. Some people, just because they old, don't make them sweet and nice. Some people are so mean and ornery. And it get worse the older they get because nobody ain't ever told them the truth. Yes, he does, Courtney. He's an elder. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Welcome. Hey, Jelly Roll. Yeah, it's about ready. I can smell it. Honey, my house smell amazing. I wish all of y'all come over here and eat. I'm going to do some coleslaw. The roast already have potatoes and carrots. And I'll probably do them a little rice to go over it, underneath it. I don't worry about tomorrow. I just live from day to day. I don't borrow from its sunshine, for its clouds may turn to gray. I don't worry over the future, for I know what Jesus said. And today I walk behind him, for he knows what is ahead. Many things about tomorrow I don't seem to understand, but I know who holds my tomorrow. And I know who holds my hand. It's smelling so good. Let me check it, y'all. Every step is getting lighter. Oh, I love me some neck bones. Well, I got a doctor's appointment at 3 and I'm 30 and I'm getting ready to go. It's just around the corner. But I wanted to do the cornbread and finish it for you all to show you my food. Check it. I'm going to touch the top. And for you all that's just starting to cook, touch the top. But I may have to come back and show it to you. Y'all see how the enemy busy? Now the smoke detector going off. I ain't even doing that. Ain't no smoke.
You open up the oven?
Yeah, I just opened up the oven. So look, when I come back from the doctor, I'm going to show y'all the cornbread and we're going to make the coleslaw. Is that all right? And I'll make up some time with y'all and I'll show you the outcome of the roast. I had technical difficulties today trying to do Mama's Comfort Cooking and Tracy K. Mitchell. I'm sorry. But let me do this little last verse of this song because somebody needs to hear this. Somebody is really, really pulling on me. And yes, you are missing your husband, and I know you are. But listen to the song in this hymn. It's called Tomorrow. The second verse says, every step is getting lighter as the golden stairs I climb. Every burden's getting lighter. Every cloud is silver lined. There the sun is always shining. There no tear would dim the eye. It's at the ending of the rainbow where the mountains touch the sky. Many things about tomorrow you don't seem to understand, but I know who holds my tomorrow. And I know who holds my hand. What I say to one, I say to all. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. What I say to one, I say to all. Love covers a multitude of faults. And what I say to one, I say to all. I love you, yes I do. I'm the cook and you're my friends. All mine's clear. Honey, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. In Jesus' name, I'll be back after my doctor's appointment and we're going to make some slaw. I love y'all. Bye.